Hello, guys, and welcome to Flavors of India. My name is Gavin. I'm a senior at McQuaid Jesuit High School, and next year I'm going to be attending Boston College, and I plan to major in biology. In my free time, I like to play tennis and soccer, and yeah.
And hi, my name is Ava Vias. I am an eighth grader at Our Lady of Mercy. I'm going into high school next year. In my free time, I like to play the violin, play tennis, and I like to bake a lot.
And my name is Rohan Vias. I'm also a senior at McQuaid Jesuit. I'm still deciding where I want to go to college, so don't ask me just yet. But I'm really interested in economics, and I'm really excited about this presentation we're doing today.
So welcome to Flavors of India, presented by the India Heritage Museum at the Luthra Indian Heritage Center near the India Community Center. Today, we will be presenting our fourth program of a 6-part virtual series displaying different foods from various regions of India. Again, please make sure you are on speaker view.
In today's program, we'll be covering one of South Indians' famous meal and popular street food from Maharashtra. We'll be presenting dosa, sambar, chutney, plantain sabzi, vada pav, and filtered coffee to accompany our meal.
With digital media at our fingertips, Indian recipes are an easy find on the internet. But we at the India Heritage Museum wanted to make the Zoom sessions fun by inviting locals from various parts of India to show us their traditional dishes of the region.
And just to recap the events that we're doing, we've already done spices, street foods, and grains. Today will be vegetarian dishes, as they mentioned. On April 9th, we'll be doing non-vegetarian dishes. And on April 16th, in our conclusion, in our 6th virtual event, we'll be covering desserts.
Before we hop into the kitchen, we'd like to congratulate our raffle item winner from last week. And our winner this week is Mickey Surrey. You won a rolling pin and a rolling board. We'll be taking the list of today's participants and pick a winner for next week. This week's raffle prize is a stainless steel coffee filter. We'll be showing you how to use it today, so stay tuned.
While busy in their professional lives, today's chefs have taken the time to carry forward Indian cooking traditions and give us a glimpse of their recipes.
Krupa Loganathan, originally from the southern part of India and living in Rochester for about 9 years. She worked as an IT professional in Cooper Vision, and her passion is cooking. Deepit Gaza, she lives in Pittsford and stays with her husband and 2 daughters. She moved to Rochester in 2012 and works at a software company. She enjoys listening to music and sketching.
Okay, so we have some videos.
Yep, so we've got vada pav, we've got sambar, and we've got plantain sabzi, and we're really excited to share those videos with you guys.
Hi, my name is Hina and welcome to IHM Kitchen. Today we are making vada pav, so let's begin.
Hi, I'm Radhika and I'll be helping. I can't wait to see what you're making.
Yay! Okay, so in this recipe there are 2 things that we have to make first. One is the batter and the other one is the filling. So we'll start with the batter. So we add half a cup of gram flour in our mixing bowl here.
All of the ingredients shown in today's program are sponsored by Namaste Grocery. Thank you.
So now that I have added a half a cup of gram flour, I will add 1 tablespoon of rice flour in it. It brings in the crispness. 1 teaspoon of carom seeds. So I just mash it
What does that
between
do?
my hand. It just helps in digestion because we are using the split gram flour and it has the property of, it's it is difficult to digest, so it is nice if you add some carom seeds to it. I have half a teaspoon of asafoetida added to that, and then 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. So now I'll mix it together with a whisk. And I will add some water to it to make a thick paste. So that's the key thing here. We want to make a thick paste, not a thin or kind of a slurry. We don't want to make a slurry here. So we'll add water little by little to make sure that there are no lumps in it. So mix it properly.
So is there a specific measurement, or do you just keep adding a little by little?
So add little by little. I think for a half a cup of basin, you would go about half a cup of water, but depending on the ingredients, where they're produced and who is making it, the thickness might differ. So let's mix it properly. And this half a cup of batter would help you make about 6 vadas. So last tad bit of water.
So who taught you to make these?
My mom did. So she is an excellent cook, and I think that's where I get it from. So let me take a spoon and show you the consistency here. So it should look like this. So it's not very thin, but not very thick at the same time. So that's the kind of a consistency you want. So let's keep it aside. And now we will take a look at the ingredients that we need for the filling. So we need 1/4 cup of chopped coriander, 1 inch of ginger, 5 to 6 cloves of garlic, a few, I think a single strand of curry leaves, and then 5 to 6 chilies. And you can add more chilies to it if you like it spicy, or if you can have less of it if you don't want it to be that spicy.
So how much spice can you tolerate?
A lot, I guess. So generally when I'm making it at home, I'm adding like 7 to 8 chilies to it, like just to make 6 of them, because I like it spicy. But let's say you are having guests and they don't want it to be very spicy, but you want to add the spice level, you can always use the chutneys that we saw in the previous segment. So I'll show you at the end of it how, when we are combining the whole thing while the assembly, I'll show you how that happens. So for tempering, I have some cumin seeds. So it's around about 1 teaspoon, a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and then a teaspoon of cardamom seeds. What I'll be doing, I'll add everything in this jar, this mixer, and make a paste together. So add everything in here. I'm sorry, I dropped it. Okay, one of the most important ingredient that I forgot to add was salt. So just add salt to taste. I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon here for this much batter, and mix it well. Okay, so now we have our ground spice ready, and now we will take 2 boiled potatoes. So these 2 boiled potatoes will help you make 6 vadas. I'll mash them.
Yeah.
So sure. All right. Yeah. And one of my favorites in potatoes is either use all-purpose potatoes or use russet or Idaho, because they have that powdery consistency when you mash it, and it is really good when you are trying to combine the whole thing together to make it in a like a ball. So if you use anything else like a red potato or yellow potato, those are very sticky, and while frying it, it wouldn't come out really well. So that's a tip that you might want to use.
Okay.
Oh, that's really nice. You did a great job.
This smells really good, by the way.
Okay, all right. So now we will move to our stove because that's where we will be doing the tempering and adding this ground mix into the tempering and then add mashed potatoes to it. So to prepare our filling. So I have added 2 tablespoons of oil for the tempering. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, and then I'm adding this ground paste that we prepared. So add all of it. Mix it properly. This helps to take some heat off of the chilies that we have added, so it's a good idea. If you want to make it raw, you can make it raw. You don't have to do the tempering. So there are different ways people like to make their vada masala. Now I'll add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Mix it properly and then add our mashed potatoes to it. Okay. And at this point, you can turn the heat off. So all you would want to do is mix everything together, combine it well. Add a bit of salt to taste. And mix it well one more time. Now let the mixture get cold for a few minutes because you don't want to burn your hands while making those balls. So mix it well, take it out of the heating point and keep it aside to rest for a few minutes. Maybe you can wait for like 4 to 5 minutes. In the meantime, let's take a look at our batter. Okay, so now with that mixture, I'm rolling little balls and making it into a patty.
So they can fit in like buns.
Yeah, and you can use any kind of buns that are available in the market. We like to use Mumbai Pavs, and those are all also available in Namaste. So if you want to pick those up, that's a good choice. But if you want to do any other buns or dinner rolls for this, that would do too.
So Hina, what are we going to do next?
So now we're going to deep fry these things. So I'll dip this patty into our batter that we made and mix it well like this. So dip it and slowly put this into oil. And the oil has to be really, really hot if you want to make nice crispy vadas. So let's add one more.
It smells really good.
Okay, let's add one more here. And then just add some oil to it. If you see that they are sticking at the bottom, let it be. It will come out nicely. Like this. So when you turn it around.
So you want it to be like a crispy golden color?
Yes. We don't want to overcook it, so keep it like golden brown, but not like super brown. So let's take this out. Nice. And then flip it over. And let's fry it on the other side. And you know what? You can make use of these things too. So this is what we call bhuga in Marathi. And you can add some garlic and red chili to it to make a nice chutney. That goes really well with the vada pav too. So if you go to Mumbai or Pune, you will see the people who are selling these vada pav on street. That's how they will make the chutney. So
Very interesting.
you can just use these some crumbs, fried crumbs, to make that chutney. And I think we are done here. We have beautiful golden brown. So this is what you don't want. So let's take this out.
I think we have a tray over there, right?
Yes.
So why have we lined it with paper towels?
Just to absorb excess oil. Because in frying you might get to a point where the vadas are absorbing too much oil. So paper towel would help you to take it out. So let's put the other two in here.
So I can't wait to devour these. So show us how you assemble them.
So these are the pavs, Mumbai pavs that I was talking about. So let's keep it here. We have freshly fried the patties. And then these are some of the chutneys that we saw in the last segment. So let's use them. And I fried a couple of green chilies too. So the way you would eat it, you would break the pav into two. So, yep, do it like this. Add some green chutney to it. So do you want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's spicy, so.
Okay.
All right, and then I would just add some of the coconut chutney here. There you go. And then add the patty and just break it a little bit. And that's like our super spicy Indian burger without a cheese. So press it down nicely and we're ready to eat. Oh my god, this is good. This is very
You
good.
guys have to try this.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for showing us how to make this today. I had a lot of fun in the kitchen with you.
This is one of my favorites, and India has many food street items, and I think this is one of the best that they have, right?
My name is Deepti Kaza. I'm from basically from Chennai, and we have been here since 2012.
Hi, I'm Kripa Loganathan. I'm from south part of Tamil Nadu, basically from a village called Chinalapati. It's famous for Chungudi sarees, and I'm here in Rochester. I first worked for Xerox, and then now I'm working for Cooper Vision. I'm here in Rochester for 9 years now.
Perfect. One.
Hi everyone, my name is Deepti Kaza.
Hi, I'm Kripa Loganathan.
Today we will be making plantain sabzi. So Kripa, what do we call this plantain sabzi in Tamil?
So in Tamil we call this as varaka, and what we are going to make today is varaka poriyal. That's what we call it in Tamil. and in Malayalam it's called as Kai Thoran. So I know you are from Andhra,
Yeah.
and what's called as the
Yeah, in Telugu it is called, this is called aratikai, and the sabzi is called aratikai kura. So before we get started making the sabzi, we'll first talk about the uses of banana tree. Where the banana tree is used, it has lots of uses, starting from the stem of banana tree. The stem of banana tree is used for decorations when there is a family function or when there is a housewarming function. They use this banana stems for decorating the house in the entrance. And the leaves are used for serving food on the leaf, like when there is a traditional function or when there is a festival, all the family members get together and they sit down and they eat their food in the banana leaf, on the banana leaf. They serve the food on the banana leaf, and that is to be traditional.
Yeah, Aditi, I also know that with the stem they also make banana stem poriyal, thoran, right? Have you heard of that?
Not really. Yeah, maybe they do.
Okay. So banana tree also have a flower coming out.
Oh yeah. Before the banana fruit or this comes out, there is a flower which comes, and the flower that is also used to make curry or fry, and it's said that that has lot of iron content in that banana flower. So they make curries and sabzi sort of banana flower.
Yeah, I have tasted the banana flower curries, and it's really yummy.
Really good,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and the next part is the raw banana, and this is used for making sabzis and fries and curries. And the next part is the ripe banana, which we get in the stores, and we eat that as a fruit. So we'll go over the process of.
Yes, please. How do we make the
Banana
varaka
sabzi.
poriyal or plantain fry?
Yeah.
Yep. Hey Deepthi, can you show us the ingredients for the plantain?
Yeah, sure.
Sabzi?
Yeah, sure. We will. The main part is the raw banana, which we have, and 1 onion. It can be white or red. Any onion should be fine. A small onion, and the next is red chilies, 2 red chilies, and this is whole jeera, and this is urad dal, and these are mustard seeds, and this is turmeric, and these are the coriander leaves. So for sorting the plantain, after boiling it, we use a little vegetable oil, and this is salt for taste.
Deepthi, now we have all the ingredients. Shall we start the cooking process?
Yeah, we'll do. First, the process of starting the sabzi is we cut the ends of the banana, and then we cut it into pieces, and we take a boil pan with water, and we boil the banana in the water for 10 minutes. And once it comes to boil, we take that out and peel the skin of the banana, and then we try to sort it.
Deepthi, can you show us what's the best way to cut the plantain?
Yeah, we don't use the end parts. So first we cut the end parts out. So we take them out, and then we cut this raw banana into half, and then we put this into the boiling water. And we put it in the water, and then we boil it for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think now we have the boiled raw banana. What are we going to do with this?
Yeah, so this banana we will be cutting it into small pieces, and there is other process also, like they grate it into poriyal or fry, which we do. So now we cut it into small pieces.
Wow, that's too small. Do we need to cut it so small?
Yeah, because it's poriyal or fry, so the pieces should be very small.
Okay.
While we cut it, we do it.
Yeah.
And if grating is even more, it is even more better.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay, starting the process, first we put the pan on the stove, and we pour a tablespoon of oil.
So can we use any oil, or is there any specific oil?
No, any oil is fine.
Okay.
For now, for this we are using vegetable oil, but any oil is fine, whatever your choices. Then once the pan is a little hot, then we put mustard seeds for seasoning, and then we put jeera, and then urad dal, and then we do red chili. This is onion, which we spoke in the start. So we cut into small pieces, and we put onion in this, and you slightly saute it. We saute it, and the onions are in light brown color. So once the onions change into light brown color, we just add a little turmeric. And then we put the plantain. We saute it for about 2-3 minutes till the color changes. So the banana, now it is cooked for about 10 minutes on medium flame. So this is what the final product is, and we added salt for this after it got fried. So this is the final product, and at the end we add coriander leaves for garnishing.
Wow, this smells so good.
Yeah, right? So do you want to taste it?
Oh, sure, yep. This is yum. Also, I know that during my childhood days, when my mom made this, she also used to add some coconut to it.
Yeah, we can add grated coconut for seasoning. When after everything is done, they add a little coconut on top of it.
Wow, it tastes so
it will
good.
taste good.
It's delicious.
Yeah. So thank you. And this goes well with rice and sambar and rasam. We hope that you enjoyed this recipe, and it is an easy recipe, and enjoy it. We hope you try it at home.
Hi, I'm Kripa Loganathan.
Hi, I'm Raji Sadasivam. Kripa, what are we making today? And I see all these ingredients, looks very colorful and tasty.
Yeah, Raji, you won't believe today we are going to make the South India's most famous and delicious sambar, which goes well with dosa, idli, rice, pongal and whatnot. Mostly in South India, we have sambar with almost everything.
Kripa, wonderful, we are making sambar today. Can you please tell us the ingredients we use for sambar?
Oh, sure, yep. So let's take a look at the ingredients for sambar. So the main ingredient for sambar is tur dal. Then we have one onion, tomato, vegetable. Today we are making drumstick sambar, but you can add any vegetable to the sambar: carrot, beans, white pumpkin, yellow pumpkin, mango and whatnot. Any vegetables you can add to the sambar. Then we have tamarind. Then for seasoning we have some mustard seeds, urad dal, cumin and turmeric just for fragrance and color. And in the end we'll just top it with some lavish amount of coriander leaves, which gives very good flavor to the sambar. And the last most important ingredient is sambar powder. This is the blend of spices, like how we look at the past and doing the garam masala, biryani masala powder. This is a blend of spices specifically from south part of India. So this gives most flavorful aromatic sambar.
So Kripa, can you tell me how the sambar powder is made? Do you make it home or you purchase from a store? How do we do this and start making sambar?
Yeah, that's a good question, Raji. Actually, the sambar powder we can either make at home, or we have many brands that are available in Indian store with the ready-made sambar powder. That tastes delicious as well as we make the home sambar powder.
That's wonderful, Kripa. And I think now you have given all the ingredients. I think you'll be start cooking. Just tell me the steps. What is the first step in making the sambar?
Okay, the first step in making sambar is take 1 cup of tuvar dal, soak it in water. You can soak or either soak or you don't need to soak, that's up to you, but either way the result is going to be the same. In a pressure cooker or Instapot, you can cook in either pressure cooker or Instapot. Take 1 cup of tuvar dal, add 2 cups of water, little turmeric and little cumin, and pressure cook for about 3 to 4 whistles.
Okay, now you have mentioned how to cook the lentil. Can you please tell me what is the next step in cooking the sambar, Kripa?
Okay, so the next step is to is cutting the vegetables. Cut the onions into cubes. I like personally I like big onion slices in the sambar. So cut into cubes and cut the tomatoes into small cubes, and you can Hi, I'm Kripa Loganathan.
Hi, I'm Raji Sadasivam. Kripa, what are we? Okay, now
Of
all the ingredients.
that tastes delicious as well as we make the home sambar powder.
That's wonderful, Kripa. And I think now you have given all the ingredients. I think you'll be start cooking. Just tell me the steps. What is the first step in making the sambar?
Okay, the first step in making sambar is take 1 cup of tuvar dal, soak it in water. You can soak or either soak or you don't need to soak, that's up to you, but either way the result is going to be the same. In a pressure cooker or Instapot, you can cook in either pressure cooker or Instapot. Take 1 cup of tuvar dal, add 2 cups of water, little turmeric and little cumin, and pressure cook for about 3 to 4 whistles.
Okay, now you have mentioned how to cook the lentil. Can you please tell me what is the next step in cooking the sambar, Kripa?
Okay, so the next step is to is cutting the vegetables. Cut the onions into cubes. I like personally I like big onion slices in the sambar. So cut into cubes and cut the tomatoes into small cubes, and you can cut your vegetables into small pieces. And for tamarind, you can either use the tamarind soaked in water and you can extract the pulp, or you can either use the tamarind pulp, which is available ready-made in Indian stores.
Thank you, Kripa. That's very good information. Thank you, Kripa, for explaining all the ingredients and how to prepare. It looks like we are going to start cooking the sambar. Can you tell me how this process starts while you're cooking?
Yeah. So I have cooked and kept the dal, tuvar dal separately. Now what I have added here is I have taken the tamarind pulp extract and I have added to the boiling water. I'm just waiting for a second for this water to boil.
And also we add a pinch of salt.
Yes, we have added a pinch of salt and a little turmeric. You can add a little turmeric to it, which gives nice color
and also the fragrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's stir for a second.
Nicely boiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next we are going to add all the vegetables. So first I would like to add the drumsticks,
Okay.
which take a while to cook, and then we'll add the onion,
Chopped onions.
Yep.
And you're
and
adding the
tomatoes to it, and I will let it cook for about 15 minutes because the drumstick will take quite some time to cook soft. So let it cook for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll add dal to it.
Okay. Well, Kripa, now your vegetables are cooking very nicely in this turmeric water. It smells very good. What is the next step, Kripa? Can you please explain?
Yeah, now this vegetables are cooking for almost 15 minutes now, and the drumstick is really soft and it's cooked. The next we are going to add sambar powder to it.
How much sambar powder do you add, Kripa?
So it depends on the spice level, what people like to have. So now I'm going to make it less spicy. So I have added 1 teaspoonful of sambar powder to it. So next I'm going to add the cooked tur dal, which is really soft. I'm adding the tur dal to it and just give a nice stir.
Okay.
And I will allow this to cook for about 5 minutes because everything is already cooked and it's just blending up.
Very good, very good. Well, looks like the sambar is almost ready, Kripa. It's boiling and looks very nice, and I can't wait to taste this sambar. What is the next step?
Oh yes, Raji, the sambar is almost cooked. After adding the dal and cooking for 5 minutes, I have seasoned with some oil, mustard seeds and some cumin and red chili, and I have added to the sambar. And the last step is add some coriander leaves just for garnishing, which gives very nice flavor to the sambar.
Wow, the sambar smells so good. I think this will go well with the dosa.
Hey, Hema.
Very good, Kripa. Thank you so much.
Okay, Raji, here is the sambar cooked, delicious sambar. Do you want to taste some?
Sure, Kripa, and I can smell the sambar. It's so yummy, and also the drumstick might be adding a wonderful flavor to this. And let me taste your sambar. It's very good, Kripa. Is there any variation, and can you explain?
Yeah, what I cooked is a typical Tamil Nadu style sambar, but from south part like Karnataka, they used to add some little jaggery to it, which gives little sweetish taste. And from Kerala, they used to add coconut. That gives a very nice coconut flavor to the sambar. What I made is a typical Tamil Nadu style sambar, but from south part we have other states where they have many different variations, especially from Kerala. They add coconut to it, which gives very nice aroma of coconut. And from Karnataka, I know that they add a little jaggery to the sambar, which gives little sweetish taste to it. So in different states, they make different variations of sambar.
This is very good, Kripa. What do you eat with? And typically this goes with what type of main dish?
Yeah, as Hema said, this goes really well with dosa, idli, rice, pongal, and you can have with everything. It goes good with all the main course almost.
And you can also have this with like drink it like a soup if you would like, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It tastes good. So I hope everyone liked the recipe and hope to try at home. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, Kripa.
Let's go to the IHM kitchen live and learn how to make the main dish of this meal, dosa. One moment while we transition, please.
Hi, I'm Kripa Loganathan.
Hi, I'm Deeptika sir.
Today we are going to make a live dosa.
And filter coffee.
Okay, so to start with dosa, I have the dosa batter ready here, which I did earlier. The process to make the dosa batter is to soak 1 cup of urad dal and 3 cups of idli rice, maybe for a couple of hours. And I use the grinder to grind the dal and dosa batter. So after grinding the urad dal and rice, we used to ferment it overnight so that it get fluffy next day morning, and the batter will be ready for the breakfast.
Yeah, so this is filter coffee, and this is a traditional filter coffee which we make. It goes well after breakfast or at evening at snack time. So first, for filter coffee, we get that filter coffee in the Namaste India store, where if you go to the India store, you can get it from there. First, for starting off with filter coffee, we need to boil a 1/2 cup of water, and it needs to come to boil. So we are just boiling that. So you can start up with dosa.
Yeah. So now the batter is ready. Now I can show you how to make the dosa. So I have the dosa tawa. You can use non-stick tawa or iron griddle, whatever it is convenient. The dosa comes out good if the batter is really good. So the dosa tawa is ready now. I'll just give a nice stir to the batter and take a spoon of batter and just pour it on the griddle and just rotate. So the consistency of the batter can be a little loose with some water so that the dosa comes out really thin and crisp. Once once you make the dosa and the batter, just sprinkle some oil. So this oil really helps to bring the dosa crispy. Just some pour a little more oil lavishly so that the dosa comes out really crispy.
So this is the coffee powder which we are using. This is a ground coffee powder. So this is the coffee filter which we'll be using. This has two parts. The upper part for putting the coffee powder, and down is the decoction which comes out. So first in this coffee powder, we put 3 spoons of coffee powder in it. And then once the water comes to complete boil, we just pour the water into this. And this would take around 20 minutes for the decoction to it will become a decoction. We have to wait for 20 minutes. So so I have made a decoction before. So after the decoction is done, this will be like this. So it will come to this color. So then once the decoction is done, we just put 1 cup of milk, any milk of any choice. This is whole milk, but you can take any milk of your choice. We take half cup of milk and we put it on the stove for boiling.
As you see now, the dosa is really cooking. The oil part is getting crispy. So I have kept it in little high flame so that the dosa cooks nice. Once it's cooked, I will just use the spatula to take it. It still needs to cook for a couple of minutes so that it comes out easily without sticking to the pan.
So while the milk is boiling, you can add sugar to the milk. It's as per your own taste. Like somebody likes more sugar and some people like less sugar. So I'm adding only 1 spoon of sugar. So once it comes to boil, then we'll pour it into the tumblers for authentic filter coffee.
So now the dosa is cooked on the down part. I'm trying to take it in. So if you add some oil to the tawa, it won't get stick and it comes out easily. So I just turn the dosa now to cook on the other side. So if you see, it's light brown. The light brown is really crispy to the dosa, crispiness. Just give a gentle touch to make sure it's cooking on all the sides.
Wow, that's a yummy dosa.
Yeah, I think it's coming out really crispy. So once it's cooked, you just turn it off and you see the brown part, which is really nicely cooked. The dosa is really cooked now. It's nice and crispy. Just turn it off and you have the dosa ready.
So Krupa, what is the best combination for dosa?
So the Dipti, the dosa you can have with a sambar chutney, coconut chutney, tomato chutney, or coriander chutney, all kinds of chutney it goes well with. Also, you can top it with aloo masala, potato, with potato sabji, which we call it as masala dosa, or top it with some onions, corianders, which is onion dosa. That will be really nice too. And if you add some ghee on top of it, it's a ghee dosa. That's really good too.
And they say the puri also
Yeah,
goes well
the
with
chutney
dosa.
puri, if somebody likes spiciness, then they can go for chutney puri.
Okay, so the milk has come to a boil. Now we have the decoction ready. So we pour the decoction, so a little bit of decoction into the steel tumbler, and we add milk to that. And this is the filter coffee. After having dosa, you can have this filter coffee, which is a awesome combination.
Yeah, I like the tumbler. I like to have
That's
coffee
authentic,
in the
yeah.
traditional tumbler than any mugs.
Yeah.
That gives an extra taste.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells good, Deepti.
Yeah,
Nice.
thank you.
Good.
So I hope you enjoyed it. So you can try it at home.
I hope you all try at home and see. Enjoy dosa and filter coffee.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions?
What oil do you use for the dosa when you're buying dosa?
What oil? Is that the question? Yeah. We can use any oil, but vegetable oil or so today I used vegetable oil, but you can use sesame oil too. Any oil you can use. Usually at home I use coconut oil. I'm a big fan of coconut oil and it's healthy too.
Could you guys explain how to make the actual
Batter?
batter?
Yeah, okay.
Yep. To make the batter, as I said earlier, so for 1 cup of urad dal, take 3 cups of rice, soak dal separately and rice separately for about 2 hours. And I use big grinder to grind the dal and rice. You can use a mixie also to grind the batter. So once you grind the batter, the dal and the rice, the batter needs to be fermented overnight. Only then the dosa will come out really good and crispy.
For the tea, is there a certain type of milk you need to use?
No, any type of milk is okay. Like your preference, what milk you use at home. Here we used full whole milk, but you can use 1%, 2% or skim milk. Anything is fine.
For the dosa, do you add anything in dosa batter? Do you add any methi seeds or chana dal or any of those things?
So some people add methi seeds to it. So adding methi seed will make the dosa crispy and it turns out more brown too. But it's up to the person who uses. But if we use, it's good. Methi is good for health too.
Okay, so that's the end of our presentation for today. Thank you guys so much for joining. And we will have another program next week. So our next week's menu, we are having non-vegetarian dishes. We have fish curry, butter chicken in an Instapot, lamb curry, chicken biryani at Tandoor of India, and then we also will have a drink of
Kokum.
So.
And we're really excited to share next week's slate of dishes with you. You guys can always register through the Evite, and we will be sending out recipes fairly soon for today's slate of dishes. And thank you so much to everybody for joining us today.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.